Looks like we're going to get some more testing in. We'll keep playing the same deck. I'd like to, I definitely want to change some numbers around. I do like Elspeth, but I think 2 is more than I want. And yeah, I think we're going to go with this one. It's going to lead to turn to Arbiter and Ghost Quarter, which is always solid. I've got plenty of lands here that I can burn through. I've got an extra Noble Hierarch, so burning off this Ghost Quarter right now is not really going to matter. Ah, man. And that's going to probably stop it. No. Got Noble Hierarch swing for 2. I'll start burning off these Horizon Canopies. Maybe I can draw into something. That's going to make that a little bit bigger, though. Maybe not. Actually, that's not half bad. Noble Hierarch swinging for 3 in the air. Or 5 in the air. Honestly, I can't complain about that. Turn 3, flying Hierarch for 5? That's silly. Oh, man. Never had that happen before, to be completely honest. I'm just going to keep swinging with this guy. He's going to abrupt decay my Noble Hierarch. Oh, man. That also makes me feel safe to drop this Loxodon Smiter. I think maybe I should have held on to that. Oh, the Maelstrom Pulse on Elspeth. Is it going to make way for 4-5? Sorcery instant. Planeswalker creature, yep. Let's pop off this. That was garbage. Well, that didn't work very well either. Yeah, that was a bad play. I should have held on to that Horizon Canopy. I made his go for 5/6. I could have swung with the Smiter for 5 this turn to just keep that pressure up, man. I just lost momentum, and that's a bummer. Well, I guess that's my lesson for that. We'll just blow this up while we're at it. Yeah, he was going to get a land. At least not my Razor Verge Thicket doesn't come into play tapped. Ooh, Linvala. That's a nice draw. My Noble Hierarch, was it? Alright. That's also a card that Abrupt Decay can't answer. He needs Maelstrom Pulse. Yeah, Dismember will do it. And I don't know why I didn't attack with Smiter. Okay, I'm making all kinds of misplays. Not my finest game. Let's see Liliana. 4 mana. What's he gonna play? Oh no, he can't play an Obliterator. Oh yeah, he can. He can totally use the Twilight Mire to change that forest into a 2 black. So let's see the Obliterator. Oh man. Yeah, that would have forced him to play his Dismember on my Smiter, and then I could have stuck the Linvala. And then I'll get a free Smiter. That'll take him down a bit. Oh yeah, he paid that already. So that would have put me up for sure. He's got 2 mana, so he can pump him. He can make his guy 5/5, but his 6/6 Smiter is going to get through, so this Pride Mage is worth playing. I'll get the Exalted Trigger. He'll get in for 6 if he doesn't have an answer. Abrupt Decay. Okay, so that's all my creatures are gone. His creatures are gone. Goes to 4/5. He's got that. He gained 2, but took 6, so he's down to 4. Oh shoot! I forgot to play that Razor Verge. Yep, I'm making all kinds of mistakes. It's late. I've been working all day, and I have a habit that sometimes makes me tired. So we'll just chalk it up to fatigue. Although I shouldn't be making mistakes. I shouldn't use that as an excuse. Dark Confidant, alright. I can't complain about that. He's got one card in hand. No more creatures to eat with ooze. I've got a couple turns. I'm not too worried about Goyf. Question here is, do I double block? No, I really don't want to. Let's go down to 5. Yeah, I really wish I would have done that before. Now I can eat my Planeswalker. I think you played the Dark Confidant just so he could chump block. That'll kill his Goyf. Lose the Dark Confidant. And then he's still with an ooze. And he can't really swing with it. He actually needs to get another creature out. Sure. He desperately needs to get another creature out. But he's got to tap this now to otherwise I can eat his creatures and gain the life and he can't. But at this point I can block with my Noble Hierarch. I really don't need the mana. And I can swing with all my guys. He's got one card in hand. I already took out his Treetop Village, I believe. Maybe it was like oh yep, I did do that. He does have at least 2 more Treetop Villages in that deck. But it'll come into play tap, so we won't be able to block with it. It won't be any use for him next turn. Or not until his next turn, I should say. Well, he's got something. He didn't concede to me. And I don't need to play this untapped, so I'll just put into play like that. I think I swing with the team here. Let's see here. So Pride Mage wasn't that great. He did board in that other spell, and it does seem like Batterskull's decent too here. Let's go with the same plan. We'll get rid of the Spellskite. A couple of Thalias. We'll bring in Warship and Kitchen Finks. Didn't even see Kitchen Finks before. He's only in there for a few select matchups. Yeah, it looks good. I got turn 2 Finks, turn 2 Arbiter if I wanted to. I got Scavenging Ooze. It's not bad. And it's Junior Smiter, so Liliana's not very good in this matchup either. And I get a Path, so also helping me answer those bigger threats like Goyf. Or I could just play Leonin Arbiter and Path the Dark Confidant right now. That seems pretty good. You know, when we're in Arbiter, obviously, stopping him from searching, so he had to pay 2 mana for that card. I only paid 1 mana for mine. Getting some efficiency there. So, a beneficial trade for me. I don't have a way to answer that, though. I'm missing 1 land for that. Well, let's see here. I think the best play probably is to do the Kitchen Finks and swing with the Arbiter for 3. I definitely don't want to play the Smiter now. I could play the Ooze, but I don't think it's going to do much good. Same thing with this. I could play the Ooze and the Hierarch and swing for 4. And then I can definitely play Thrun next turn, too. Yeah. Let's go for it. And yeah, that'll be fine. If he does get out of Liliana, nope, he's losing 2. He's got Dark Confidant in hand. So if he does get a Liliana out there, Loxodon's pretty good. Sphinx is pretty good there. Thrun is not particularly good against Liliana, but when you got a lot of creatures out, Thrun can be pretty good. I think the best thing he could play against me right now would be a Maelstrom Pulse on my Noble Hierarchs. He saw I missed a land drop. He'd take away 2 of my mana sources. So that'd be a real good play. He goes with the second Treetop Village. He might be thinking about whether or not he wants to drop that second Dark Confidant. I do like the double Dark Confidant draw, to be completely honest. Yep, there he goes. The problem here is that he's going to be losing life pretty quickly. And I could path 1 now, too, and he wouldn't be able to search. I think I want to swing with one of these guys for 6, but I don't know if I want to play... Like, I definitely want to play my spells before I swing. Well, actually, it doesn't matter too much. If he had mana untapped, I'd have to worry about it, but I generally would like to do that in this situation anyway. I don't think it'll really matter. I might decide whether or not he wants to block with a Dark Confidant. I do still have the Path to Exile, but I think I should save it for something bigger. So let's just swing with the Noble Hierarch for now. Yeah, I've already used 1 Path to Exile, and I've only got 2 more in the deck if I use this, so... Let's see, now I think I really... Well... I could take out his other Dark Confidant still, so he'd have nothing on the board. I'd still be ahead. And even if he has answers, then he still has to deal with the stuff I have in my hand. So I'm going to do, yeah. So I'm going to Path to Exile. Let's do that. And then I'll play the Kitchen Finks. And Now, if he has an Inquisition of Kozilek, the only card in my hand that he can choose is Loxodon Smiter. If he does get a Liliana, I could do that too. Looks like he's going for a Scavenging Ooze and a Phyrexian Arena. I think my Scavenging Ooze is going to be a little bit bigger than his. And I think my Thrun is going to be particularly good here too. Oh, even Mind Sensor. Okay, that's a good card against this deck. I mean, anything with flying really is good against Jund. They don't deal with flyers well. So that's why I like having Linvala and even Mind Sensor and Baneslayer all in my deck. Elspeth helps a lot too. I could swing and force him to trade with his Ooze. Like he'd have to trade something with my Ooze. And then I'll drop a Thrun maybe, or I could just Aven Mind Sensor and start whittling him down. He's going to be swinging for 4 a turn. Yeah, I think let's do it. Let's force him to. You can force him to trade. I can still spend 1 mana to eat his Dark Confidant. Which I'm still going to do right now anyway. I'll make him a 3/3. Could have done that before combat damage. I probably should have. That would have been 1 more point. But I don't think it's going to matter. He's down to 7. I'm at 23, and the only thing he's got that's a threat is a 2/2. He's also got a Phyrexian Arena that's going to eat him down. So he's on a pretty short clock here. He's got discard. It's going to work out in my favor for the most part. He could play a Thoughtseize, but even then he's still paying 2 life, so it's still in my favor. He doesn't have enough removal to take out all of my guys. At least I don't think he does. He does have 2 treetop villages. Those could play into it. He's got an overgrown tomb that he can use to make more mana with the Twilight Mire. So if he's got 1 more land, which he did draw 2 cards. Ooh, he's paying 2 life for that. We'll go for the Aven Mind Sensor. Let's see here. Now he's got mana open, so if I do want to play this Thrun, now I finally have my 3rd land. Still can't use his Tectonic on me though. He can activate 2 treetop villages. He wouldn't be able to activate the Ooze if he did that, but there's no creatures for him to grab anyway. I think I just swing with the team. I play Thrun first though. Play Thrun, and then I swing with the team. I could have just swung with Mind Sensor, but if he had 1 piece of removal, alright. So this guy dies. This guy will die. And I could have just swung with Mind Sensor. I felt it was risky though. He could have had any removal spell and been able to do something about that. But now he's going to die next turn anyway. I mean, he's got to do something this turn, or he's going to die to the Phyrexian Arena. He doesn't have Scavenging Ooze to gain life. For some reason, I thought I still had my Ooze. Yep, I am silly. But this is probably a good game right here. I mean, even if it's not, well, he will gain, could potentially gain 2 life, 3 life. But he's not gonna. Oh, so if he gains 3, he'll take 4 total, but he'll. Yeah. I mean, you could have blocked Thrun, but I could just regenerate anyway.